Hello everybody, welcome to Game Spotlight TV. Today what I'm going to be doing is just doing a brief gaming studio tour. I'm going to be showing you some of the pieces of equipment that I use here on the channel. Just give you a brief overview and introduction of what these pieces are and why I purchased them, as well as towards the end I will be showing you my wish list of items that need to be purchased. So just sit back, hang tight. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a sub and a like. Thank you. Let's begin. Okay, let's take a closer look. Now, to my far right, what I have is a native instrument machine, beat machine. And that could be used for sampling and all that stuff. Now we're going to look at, as you can see on the top of the screen, we have my computer, which is an iMac 5K. I paid approximately a little bit over $2,500 for this computer. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I advocating anybody out here to go spend that type of money on a computer. But I mean, this is just a personal preference of mine. So what we are going to be doing next is showing these items that sit underneath the laptop. Just give a brief, introduction as to what they are, the purposes that they served, and why they were purchased. Now, let's take a closer look at this rack mount. First and foremost, at the top, what I have is a warm audio tube EQ. Now, I'm not going to give a lesson of exactly, what EQs and compressors and noise gates and filters and all of these type of things do, as there are, hundreds upon thousands of videos on YouTube, that do teach about, the specific uses, of these items. Today, I just wanted to do a quick, brief gaming studio tour just to show some of the pieces of equipment that I use here on this channel. Now, beneath that, what I have are two Furman power conditioners. What these items do is they offer surge protection. As I showed you previously in the video, I have a $2,500 iMac. And also I have, an HP Omen gaming laptop that I paid approximately the same amount of money for. So with these items, being so valuable, you have to have some type of surge protection, just in case, your house is hit by lightning. Because, one surge hits, a piece of expensive equipment, man, it'll totally destroy it. So let's continue. Now beneath that, I have my audio interface, which is the Apogee Symphony IO. These interfaces are top of the line, and they can be found in professional studios around the world. This is another unit that was over $2,000. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I advocating anybody out here to go spend this type of money on a gaming setup. The things, for the most part, that you have seen so far are all related to the audio aspect of my live streams and commentary videos. So this is definitely overkill. You see, these items have multiple purposes because I'm also into recording. So I'm just saying, you don't need to go spend out or shell out tens of thousands of dollars to have a legit gaming setup. I'm just showing you some of the items that I have, and I'm trying to give you a brief reasoning behind why I purchased these items. Now beneath my audio interface, I have my channel strip. My channel strip, it consists of, you know, a microphone preamplifier, as well as it has built-in EQ. Now you might ask, a spotlight. You just said that up here at the top, you had an EQ. So why do you need two EQs? Okay, let me tell you something briefly about this. Okay, the EQ at the top is a tube EQ. The SSL solid state logic alpha channel, the EQ built inside that is a solid state EQ. And what this offers are like a variation in tones, to where basically, to break it down in layman's terms, you can get, you know, totally different sounds with different types of EQ. So underneath that, we have, which at the moment, unfortunately, is the only compressor that I own up to this point. It's the Chameleons Labs 7720. This is an iconic bus compressor. It's also a solid state compressor. Now we're not going to get down into a lesson about what compressors, like I said earlier, compressors and EQs and all of that stuff do. If you want more information about that, you could do research on Google. But yeah. So this is what I'm using here in my studio. And this is all strictly just related to the audio aspect. Right now I'm speaking, you know, through my little mobile setup. I'm not talking, you know, through none of my high-end pieces. I'm just speaking off of this USB microphone that I purchased. That's ATR 2100. I actually own two of them. We're going to be showing the other one that I have connected to my boom arm next. So just hang tight and let's continue this brief studio tour. Okay, I had to switch to my cell phone because my DSLR is mounted up on the tripod and it's a little bit heavy. So for these shots, I would like to be able to get in a little bit closer, and it's just a lot more convenient to use my cell phone to record this. So what we have right here is an Allen & Heath Z12 FX. This is a mixing console. I have that connected to one of my two ATR 2100s. Now this is a USB or a XLR microphone. They're pretty affordable, and I find that, you know, it does the job, you know, very well, you know, just for like brief commentary. So also, here's my my gaming laptop. I have an HP Omen with the GTX 1070 Ti NVIDIA graphics card. That's how I'm able to run, like, you know, all of the latest PC video games. Okay, that's my my PlayStation 4. And last but not least, we have, this is my 65-inch high definition television that I have mounted to my wall. You know, so I mean, this is what I do on a day-to-day basis, man. This is how I'm able to bring, you know, you guys this wonderful gameplay. Let's go back over it real quick. We have PlayStation 4 once again, my HP Omen gaming laptop, my ATR 2100 microphone, which is also mounted onto a Rode mic that I have mounted onto my little small desk, and my Allen & Heath Z12 FX, the brains of the system. Okay, now let's talk about items that are still needed for the channel. And these go in no specific order, but these are items that I will be looking to purchase prior to the release date of Mortal Kombat 11, August the 23rd, 2019. Now, first on the list, we have the Elgato HD60. This is a capture device that will allow me to connect my PlayStation 4 or my PS4 Pro into the Elgato and capture it into my gaming laptop. Now, second on the list, we have a green screen. And these things vary in price, but the one that I'm looking at also comes from the company called Elgato. So you can get cheap green screens for under $40, and they work out perfectly cool, but the green screen that I'm looking for is a little bit more professional. It's a little bit more professional. So that's the one I'm going with. Next on this list, we have the Logitech C922 webcam, and I'm going to be using that, to do some chroma keying with my green screen, so I can bring, some exciting commentary on some of my new videos that I'll be coming out with once Mortal Kombat 11 releases. Fourth on the list, we have studio lights. You need studio lights to light up the subject as well as the background that you're trying to chroma key on the green screen. And last but not least, I need my premium edition of Mortal Kombat 11. I'm getting this video game for PlayStation 4, PC, and I'll also be picking up a copy of Mortal Kombat 11 for the Nintendo Switch. Just so I can practice and play MK on the go. At this point, all tips and donations will be much appreciated, to help speed this process up. So I could be fully functioning, have a fully functional game studio by the release date of Mortal Kombat 11, April the 23rd, 2019. So that concludes this brief video. Thank you, everybody. Please press that thumbs up button, like the video, share it to your Facebook, Instagram, all of your social media accounts. And please stay tuned, because we're going to be bringing you a lot more commentary and raw live gameplay. Thanks for tuning in.